So you got a former Indiana University researcher has been sentenced to more than 4 months in prison
4 months in prison.
after pleading guilty to smuggling E. coli bacteria DNA into the United States from China. This is intriguing. Eric Sean, what you find out? Hello.
Yeah,
Chinese NATL arrested for biopathogen smuggling.
good morning, Bill. Well, another Chinese student charged now with smuggling biological materials into our country, and this time he pled guilty. It happens to be the third recent case involving prohibited pathogens. Yowang Jiang was a PhD researcher in the Department of Biology at Indiana University. You know, he was allowed into our country on a student visa, but he pled guilty to illegal.
Yes, he came with an student visa and he was doing such pathetic thing.
Legally bringing in biological pathogens from China. Court papers say he admitted he was a member of the Chinese Communist Party, and authorities say he was
Former IU researcher sentenced for smuggling E. coli into US from China.
connected to a Chinese government-tied biolab all the time he was
Oh,
living here in Indiana for the last 3 years. Court papers say 2 years ago, someone in China sent him a package to his Bloomington, Indiana apartment that's right near the university. That package was labeled as women's underwear.
damn. Why a boy getting women's underwear?
But the FBI was suspicious because that shipment came from a Chinese scientific company, and it turned out the box contained E. coli DNA samples. You know, E. coli can make people seriously ill, especially children and adults over 65. The Bureau has been investigating Chinese nationals illegally smuggling banned biomaterial into the U.S.
This can be very bad for the economic relationship between our country, USA, and the China. This is very bad.
Special agent in charge of the Indianapolis FBI office, Timothy O'Malley, calls biosmuggling a serious concern that he says can pose a threat to national security.
Yes, it
Could
is.
certainly utilize biological material, genetically modified materials brought into our country that could pose a risk to our health or our economy. Absolutely could. In this case, we were fortunate it did not
FBI said biosmuggling can pose national security threat. National security threat, you understand?
happen. But this problem is not an isolated problem either.
It is not.
Zhang was sentenced to 4 months in jail and ordered deported immediately. By the way, Mr. O'Malley also taught us that the FBI is taking Chinese-related smuggling very seriously.
Very, very
He
seriously.
calls the potential risk of all this huge.
This is bad.